All right, Arturo. Not here. Clayton. Clayton. Catherine. Justin. Jacob. Brock is going to be a little bit late. I know. I got his email. Clancy. Brandon. Caleb. Caleb Cook. Copeland. Colton. Duffield. Let me make sure. What? No mail on my. Oh, okay. No email from Duffield. Hunter. Ginter. Savannah here. Looney. Massey. No. Jasmine is excused. Namovich. Patel is excused today. Emma. The other Emma. Cam. Smith. Sublet is excused. Bronson. And Beatrice. Okay. I learned a new word today, or what was your name? Oh, I already counted you as late excused. Any word? It's yes. What was your name? I must have jumped you. If I jumped over you, that means I didn't count you absent. Sometimes these things, when I hit it, it goes by one. Sometimes I think it doesn't. I hit it again. The new word that I learned is emitting or emitted, but it was used in the sense that somebody was admitted. If you speak it as Kentuckian and try to spell it, admit becomes emit. Emitted. This is how dialect starts happening. You know, for example, Trina. You know what that means? Trying to. Ama. I'm going to. Anyway, let's talk about chapter 11. I ask you to kind of read chapter 10. It's kind of a summary of what sort of returns certain types of stocks had, things like small stocks, large stocks. But in this chapter, we're going to look at concepts of returns. We're going to think about portfolios. We're going to think about systematic and unsystematic risk. We're going to think about diversification. And we will also talk about capital asset pricing model, which is also known as, which creates what's known as security market line. I won't be able to finish it today. We'll finish it up next Monday, the first half, including some problems. And we'll start chapter 12 next Monday. And the last week of classes, we'll finish up chapter 12. So we basically have 2 more chapters left. Now, concepts of return. We're going to talk about 2 types of returns or gains in general. And obviously, if they're negative, they're losses. Dividends and capital gains. Total dollar return on an investment is equal to sum of dividends plus capital gains. And we define capital gains as price sold minus price bought. Okay. Example, you bought a stock at $100 and it paid $5 a share dividend, and you sell it at $98. It does sound like you lost money, but you haven't. Obviously, dividends are $5 and capital gains is equal to -2, because you sold it at 98, you had bought it at 100. Hence, total dollar return is $3, which is equal to 5 minus 2, of course. But in general, we're interested in return per unit invested. We are in general interested in return per dollar invested. Otherwise, you may have $100 investment that makes $3, and you may have a $10 investment that makes $3 or $2. On paper, if you just look at the total dollar return, you may think that $100 investment is better, but you make more per dollar invested on the second one. Hence, we call it rate of return, which is total dollar return divided by amount invested. Thank you. And you can write this as sum of dividend yield plus capital gains yield, where dividend yield is dividends divided by purchase price. Let's call it amount invested. And capital gains yield, obviously capital gains divided by amount invested. So we'll actually pay attention to rate of return itself. When you invest for a number of periods, we sometimes want to express rate of return per period. Some type of average return. There are two types. One is the arithmetic return, arithmetic average return, which is simply arithmetic average of returns for each period. Hence, if you have, let's say you did this for a number of periods to RT, are the period returns, presumably of equal length periods, monthly, weekly, daily, what have you. Then arithmetic average return is equal to sum of the all returns. Come on. Divided by total number of periods, just like any averaging. You can think of arithmetic return as a measure of expected return if you randomly picked a period. So I have T periods. I randomly pick one of them. What's the return that I should expect? The second one is geometric average return.